Hey folks, Mike with Chasing Trail. On a ride with my dad today on this gorgeous Saturday afternoon. We're just coming into the town of Corning. I used to do a lot of work at that police department. Not as a cop. Crawling through the basement and the attic, running cables and doing IT stuff. Just thought I'd turn the camera on and you can take a look at Corning. This is an agricultural community located just about halfway between Redding and Chico. Oh, I bet that taco truck is good and I'm hungry. Well, there was a look at Corning. Nice little town. As the sign indicates there, my dad and I are headed west out towards Paskenta. Oh, thank God. I was real hungry. Good thinking. Hey, look at that bulldog.
What?
Look at that French bulldog.
I can't hear you.
Don't worry about it. You got a good looking dog.
I can't still hear you.
Don't worry about it.
What was it?
A French bulldog.
Oh.
Hey folks, we're back. Just had lunch at Bartell's Giant Burger. It was delicious. Now we carry on towards Paskenta. So a couple things about the old BMW. This is the perfect motorcycle. It's also for sale. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Nope. But, much as I suspected before I bought it, it does everything so well that I just find it a bit bland. It kind of bores me. It lacks character for me and just does everything so well. The only way I get any excitement out of it is when I ride it like a total asshole, which is to get me in trouble in more ways than one. The only reason I'm not riding like an asshole right now is because I've got my dad behind me and I don't want to get separated. His asshole days are behind him. Well, at least his riding like an asshole days are behind him. When I bought this, I had really wanted to get my first Harley. I had become enamored with them for a number of reasons. I love the way they look, I love the way they sound, I love the way they feel. But after having a very frustrating experience with a number of dealers, it kind of soured me to the whole thing, and I ended up buying this because on paper all the specs mathed out for everything I wanted to do, and my dad's been a long time BMW rider, and they are wonderful machines. I have no criticism about this bike, other than for me it's just a little bit uninspiring unless ridden very aggressively. So my plan after I get this sold is to buy what I really wanted, which was a bagger. Most likely a Harley. I do want to go test drive an Indian Challenger. On paper, the Indian is the much better motorcycle and value, but I'm done making decisions on spec sheets. What I care about is how the bike feels to ride. And my nearest Indian dealer is 3 hours away, which doesn't make me feel great. So which Harley do I plan to get? Either the Road Glide or a Street Glide. probably the ST version. It would actually make more sense to buy the base version, given all the things I would plan to do to it. With the exception that here in California, everything is so strict, we can't even get most programmers and exhaust systems mailed here anymore, so I'd have to get it mailed to someone out of state and then have them mail it to me. And pretty much anything you do other than slip-ons will void the warranty. I know Harley changed the warranty, they had the big lawsuit and this and that, but if you put anything that is not 50 state legal on the bike, they can still void the warranty because you're now out of EPA compliance. So although it would cost a little bit more, I'd probably get the ST just to have the 117 motor and not feel like I need to do anything that's going to cause a warranty issue. A lot of people would suggest buying used. I'm not opposed to that, but at least in my area, the prices on used road glides and street glides is pretty absurd. I'm not seeing any deals that would make sense for me to want to buy used. The early year M8s had some issues, so I'd want a 2020 or later. And I'm just not seeing, I mean, people are asking more than MSRP of a new bike for their used bike, both dealers and private sell. Used prices on Harleys in my area is crazy, very high. My approach to Harley will be much different this time around. I understand it now. I didn't before. I went into it expecting to be treated like I do at my local, you know, dirt bike shop like Faders, which are amazing. And I was disappointed in how different that experience was. I have no idea where we're going. I never do. My dad always wants me to go in front, and I tell him I don't know where we're going. I'm just sticking on this road till I'm told otherwise. So yeah, that's all I've got. Hopefully you're enjoying some of the scenery. It's beautiful right now. Perfect weather, 69 degrees. Sunny, everything's still green. Just an absolute perfect day to be out on a motorcycle. Alright, we're back. I just swapped the battery. This will probably be the most interesting section of today's ride. See those big old rocks up there? So I want to make sure we are capturing all this stuff. It also serves as a little highlight reel for this bike. So these are the kind of roads where this thing just shines. Real rough, bumpy road, and it just eats it right up. Even on the stock non-ESA suspension. I had originally planned to put Öhlins on, but after riding the bike for a bit, I felt like the stock was good enough. I didn't think it was worth spending another $3 grand on the Öhlins. I've ridden two other 1250s, my previous R bike and my dad's GS, that have the ESA, and I was not impressed by it. I just didn't feel like it made that much of a difference, and I don't like having to fuck around with the electronics. Even on this bike, I set up the Dynamic Pro and I've never touched it since. I think we're going this way. This way? Yep. Okay, some gravel. It is loose gravel too, they weren't kidding. Hello cows. Several years ago my dad got stuck out here on his old GS. His battery died Safe to say there's no cell phone signal out here. Some dudes rolled up and helped him out. They had some open containers. So this is one area where I probably should put this in some sort of off-road mode, but I don't have any of that set up and I just don't want to fuck with it right now. Definitely loose gravel. Really pretty out here, especially while everything's green. Buckhorn Ranch. Dang, look at that place. Imagine having this view, that privacy. Just absolutely gorgeous out here. In fact, I might have to get a picture right here. I want to get a picture.
You got what?
Get a picture.
Oh.
And stuff like this is where this BMW really shines. I ain't going to be bringing a Harley bagger out here. That's for sure. Holy shit, even Amazon delivers out here. Look at that. I think this might be the road we came out on when I was on my R1250R. And I said I'd never ride that bike on this road again. Even with the ESA in the softest setting, it just beat the shit out of me. And this bike with the stock suspension, no problem. All these wildflowers. Camera's still on somehow. It's gonna be pretty straight and boring the rest of the ride home. If you stuck around this long, thanks for watching. I will catch you next time.